there. Welcome to the Wreck-It Recruiter. And it's Katie McConnell Olson here, your resident Wreck-It Recruiter. We're talking about how to wreck everything related to recruitment, hiring, and human capital so you are validated and you can complain about it. And today we're talking about the reasons why employees quit and how to accelerate that process. This is brought to you by the Strategic Advisor Board and GrowthWise Search Partners, providing human capital and hiring solutions for rapid growth companies all over the US. Okay, so let's talk about why employees quit and how you can accelerate that process. Now, maybe you're worried about a downturn. Maybe you think you might have to let some people go. The good news is we can accelerate that process for you so people will quit for you as quickly as possible. So how do we do that? Let's talk about the top 4 reasons why employees leave companies. Number 1, they don't like their boss, right? They just don't. You hear that phrase, employees don't leave jobs, employees leave people. There you go. Number 1 reason, employees leave people, they leave their boss. Number 2 reason, there isn't any growth opportunity or career development for the employee. They leave because they're just capped out and there's nowhere for them to go or they're stagnant. Number 3, work-life balance is wearing them down to a pulp. They're tired, they're burned out. And number 4, there isn't an alignment between the company and the employee's core values and mission. So let's talk about how to really accelerate making your employees exit and creating some turnover. You'll notice now in these top 4 reasons why employees leave, it's not about money, right? You didn't hear me mention money. They very rarely ever leave because they feel like, oh, the pay just isn't enough. It happens sometimes, but it's not in the top 4. So in order to really get in front of that and just make sure that they don't quit because of money, let's just make sure that we're throwing money at our employees. Especially if we sense apathy, the best thing that we can do is just buy their loyalty right out of the gate, right? So just write them a check. Maybe give them a bonus, maybe just a random out of the blue raise, maybe reward them for those 18, 19, 20-hour days that they're pulling, but definitely throw money at them to help accelerate this process, especially if you sniff out some apathy. Second of all, let's not worry about growth or career development, right? We've talked about this before. Poor communication and passive aggressive leadership is a great sabotage tool. So let's go back to the basics: passive aggressive, non-communication, burying your head in the sand. And then let's go back to the money, right? If we pay them enough, they aren't going to care that they're bored. So throw money at them, but don't invest with your time in career development, finding opportunities, or creating a world that's big enough to keep people that want to grow. Just again, let's go back to the money. First passive aggressive, then poor communication, then throw dollars at the problem, right? If we're going to invest in something, we might as well use our cold hard cash rather than investing our time because we're busy. Duh. Now let's talk about the whole bad bosses thing. First of all, it's definitely not you. Like you're good. So don't worry about self-development. Don't worry about changing who you are. Okay? Like you are the middle of the spoke. You are the cog in the wheel. Don't change a thing about you. You're awesome just the way you are. So there's your daily dose of validation. But what about your second level line managers? Don't give them any training either. Okay? And if you're not focused on anyone's career development, this should be a slam dunk for you because you also won't be working on developing your managers. So this should be easy. But just in case, let's make sure that we're not investing anything into helping managers, especially with soft skills. Maybe they were promoted into management because they are nailing it with their actual job duties, but they could use a little love with the soft skills. Don't even worry about that. Just, again, throw more money at it. Maybe they're getting frustrated too, but if you pay them enough, then they don't need more management training. It's totally fine. So we're just going to sort of create this loop of just throwing dollars at it rather than actual time investment, right? It will save you so much time. You could do that from the beach. You can throw money at people while you're on vacation. Can you do that if you invest in their development? I mean, duh. No. Lastly, let's talk about that work-life balance thing. Employees leave because they are burned out and they're being ground to a pulp. So don't hire if you have extra work and there's a business need. You can just have your other people work harder. I mean, who has time to hire? And work-life balance is for wussies. Come on. There's plenty of time for that later. Also, if things start to sort of fall apart in your employees' personal lives, throw more money at them so that they can afford personal counseling and medication or alcohol or whatever it is that they need to effectively and healthily cope with the challenges that they're going through, because you're there for them and you care, again, with the money. And that, in a nutshell, are the top 4 reasons why employees leave and how you can help accelerate their exit out of your business. So again, just to recap, they don't like their boss. There isn't any growth opportunity or career development. Work-life balance is wearing them to a pulp. Oh, we didn't talk about alignment with core values and mission. Therein lies the last one, right? If you are throwing money at everybody rather than really addressing some of these underlying issues, learning isn't really one of your core values. Career development, opportunity, impact isn't one of your core values. It really kind of comes down to expediency or profit. Those are probably not the core values that you have hanging on the wall. However, they may be the ones that your employees are feeling like you have. So make sure that you're really driving that home with them as well, so that they know what really matters to you. Okay, so you know that that was satire and it's all in good fun here. And some of that may have also resonated with you as things that you're currently doing, or maybe some things that you wish you could have done better if you've had some recent turnover in your organization and you've watched a few employees leave. And the good news is that if you're moving forward and your economic engine is still humming along at any level, there is opportunity for you to do it all over again, and you have resources that can help you. So to talk about that, let's talk about how we can take a peek at what happened and how we can do it better. Talk to GrowthWise. We can help optimize these things or take them off of your plate entirely. Click the link in the description below and we can have a conversation. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe as well. Thank you so much. We'll see you next episode.